Beyoncé may have the album of the moment right now. Her surprise release of Lemonade was sonic daring and her unhinged insinuations of marital infidelity. But for all who believe in the sixth god, it's Drake season. After making it through Hotline Bling, Mania, the Good Not Great collaborative album with Future, the obliteration of Meek Mill, and more than one false on the release date of Views from the Six, the album will finally see the light of day on April 29th. While if you're reading this it's too late was a surprise banger, Views has the anticipation that the next release from the self-proclaimed heir to Jay-Z and Kanye's throne deserves. Drake's burst of activity in the last couple of weeks has included the announcement of a joint tour with Future appropriately titled Summer 16, along with several billboards, pop-up shops and album trailers. Even if its release date is just 24 hours away, there's a lot about Views from the Six you might not know. For example, if you have Apple Music, you can actually get a sneak preview of the entire album today. Find out more on that, and what else to expect from Views from the Six, in our 6 looks at the 4th solo studio album from everyone's favorite dancer/Raptors fan/rapper below. 6. Views from the Six is already bringing Drake to new heights on the charts. 1 Dance, Drake's vibrant Views single featuring Nigerian artist Wizkid and Kyla Rose, shot to the #1 spot on the Canadian charts, a first for the sixth god. He would have made this feat with Hotline Bling, but then Adele dropped Hello and, well, nothing was the same. 5. Drake is not a giant. The View from the Six album artwork features Drake atop Toronto's CN Tower with his legs dangling off its edge. A few enterprising fans did the math and determined that he'd need to basically be a giant for the photo to be proportionately accurate. The CN Tower folks have confirmed that Drake may be gigantic in spirit and persona but not in actual height. 4. There are, in fact, 20 songs on the album. The tracklist for Views dropped via Drizzy's Twitter and proves there's 20 songs on the album. This isn't to say Drake and his producer Magician Noah *40 Shabib haven't worked with various artists on the project, though we'll have to determine that with the liner notes when it actually comes out. We do know there's a tent city of producers who were holed up in the OVO studio, probably sleeping in hammocks and closets until the album was complete. 3. We're going to hear an entirely new Drake on Views. Longtime producer and collaborator Noah Shabib confirmed in an interview with the New York Times that we'll be hearing brand new cadences and patterns from Drizzy for this latest release. If you're reading this it's too late was pure rap perspective, but 40 says Drake's been tinkering with his flow on Views. No surprise there, considering 1 Dance is straight from the playbook of Toronto Island culture. 2. If you don't have Apple Music, it's time to get with the program. Drake has maintained a bi-weekly program on Apple Music where new music from everyone including Perta Next Door and Majid Jordan has debuted. It's been confirmed that Views from the Six will be released exclusively via Apple Music during an episode of OVO Sound Radio on Beats One. The global listening party starts at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 1. Views from the Six was made for your car stereo. This isn't the first time we've heard Drake talk about his love of driving and how his music is perfect for bending corners in the whip. When Nothing Was the Same dropped, he called the tracks perfect for driving at night. In a profile with a fader, the rapper explains how he'd begun driving himself to and from the studio again, using the time for inspiration. When he thinks about the sparks he hopes will fly when we hear Views from the Six, he imagines how it will sound in a car. Classic introspective Drake.